Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am back and I've been to Korea and I got a little bit of albums. I thought today I'd just do a quick show and tell of the albums I got and possibly even all the photo cards. But yeah, let's have a look and see what damage I did. Okay, so first off, I've got Yeji's special editions because I pre-ordered photo books and the other versions, Poker, Mystery, Oxygen. But then when I was over there, I was seeing these ones and I was like, what are these? And they had also released special versions, which were basically like digipack type versions, but they came with a small photo book, absolutely gorgeous. And then it came with 2 photo cards and a Polaroid. They are in amongst all of, there's the poster. All the photo cards are together with all the other photo cards. And then this is the other version. So the CD, just in red. And then this photo book. So just this concept. But yeah, she looks absolutely stunning in every concept during this music video. And I love this. I absolutely love this photo. She just looks gorgeous. I love it when the idols actually smile. They just look so gorgeous and real. But yeah, so there's that one. And then the poster for this version. So yeah, that was a surprise. I ended up I got 2 copies. I only brought back, these are the only 2 copies of her album that I bought while I was over there that I brought back. Because I've got all the other versions. The Oxygen, Mystery, I already have 2 coming with pre-orders, 2 copies of each with pre-orders, so I didn't need the copies and I did not have the space or luggage capacity. And then I did not buy any photo books for her album while I was over there because it's like I've already got more than enough to complete her sets with what I ordered with pre-order benefits. And I ordered 4 copies from the lucky draw that happened on the day of her release. So yeah, I did not buy any photo books. I was very good. I was like, I wanted to. I really did want to. But yeah, so they're the only copies I actually brought back with me. Out of the 12 photo cards from these 2 copies, I got 3 photo cards and 1 of the polars, so I'm missing 1 photo card and 1 polar from this version, and same again, I pulled 3 of the photo cards and just 1 of the polars. So the 4 cards that I don't have, that I got duplicates for, are up on my trade sale account, hoping to trade. But I don't, we'll see how that goes, because I don't even know if anyone in Australia's would have only just started receiving their copies now. So fingers crossed I'll be able to trade them. All right, next up we had Beam from Hershey and Woozy. So I did buy the kit because it just came with the 2 photo cards of them. Did it come with a group card? I don't think it did. It was just 1 card of each, and then these postcards. And it's like, great, no random inclusions. We absolutely love that. Those ones there, aren't they gorgeous? Love this look on him. And this one on Hershey. So yes, that one there. And then I did And then I did buy one of each photo book. I only have one set of these on the way with pre-order benefits. So I think those are around the wrong way. That's all good. So I did want to get at least one more copy. So this, we'll just do a quick flip through each of these. They are, I tell you, they're gorgeous, both of them. And I love both. I love all three of these songs. Pinocchio, 69ers, and Stupid. They are all fantastic. Basically, the first week I was only listening to Air and Beam pretty much on repeat while I was away, and it was a good time. But yeah, so there was this one here. Just quick flick through. Yes, those boys will be off to military about third quarter, I think they've said. So I was a little bit disappointed I couldn't get a ticket to the 17 fan meeting while I was in Seoul. I was there for it, but could not get tickets. And then afterwards, I found out that there were a lot of tickets available for resale like the day before, but I had no idea of knowing that or how to get them, because the people who knew how to do that, I didn't meet them until the 80s concerts, which was the day after the fan meeting. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed there, but that's all right, because it just would have been amazing to just be in the arena and see them all performing, because the closest I've got to 17 performing is the concert movie that, you know, came out. And then you've got lyrics with CDs, and they are member CDs. So this one here, I got Hoshi's for the black one. And then for the blue one, yeah, same, just different colour scheme. But for this one, I got Wheezy. So I'm hoping in the other set that I'll be lucky enough to get the others. So I'll get, so I'll have both of them for both CDs. That would be absolutely brilliant. But yeah, and again, photo cards in with everything else. And then the boys had their unexpected release. So I did get a copy of each version. The Become, Breakthrough, and I think this one is Begin. So it's Begin, Become, and Breakthrough. So these ones here, I collect Kevin for the boys, and unfortunately didn't pull any of Kevin's. So all the cards that I do have are up for trade. But this one here, the Begin, is the Schoolboy collection. And hello, hi Kevin. But no, they all are gorgeous, and yeah, and yet another fantastic album. They're just all great songs, and VVV was, music video was brilliant. Loved it. Would have loved to have been able to see the boys at a like a music show, but they didn't. They weren't at the two music shows that I went to. They'd already, I think, finished promotions. So there's that one, and then we've got Become. So I'll just do a quick See, here's this one's this Office. So it's like Schoolboys and then Office. They're just beautiful. I tell you, if I could collect more, I would for the boys. But they just have too much. And it was hard enough. I'm still struggling to collect the last few. Mostly the mini cards or the release platforms later on for Kevin. They're the ones I just have the trouble with. Yeah. But all good. And then lastly, the breakthrough version, which is the party mode, the party book. So you've done your learning, you've done your earning, now you get to party. And yeah. Probably my least favorite concept from the photo books. But it's still amazing, but you know. But yes, amazing. And when I saw how big and cumbersome these were, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to make sure that I get these now so I don't have to pay for shipping because they're heavy. ZB1 had Blue Paradise come out as well. There was a lot of comebacks that I follow while I was away in Korea. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, Blue Paradise came out. Actually, I think it might have come out just before I left, but yeah. I only got this one. It was the keycap version. It came with an OT9 set, as well as all these gorgeous keycaps. They're just so cute. Cards are in with the others. Funny though, I did actually get the hand cards. I've got Hanbin, so I need to put him up for trade for one of the 3 that I collect. And I did pull Ricky's card where he's holding the keycap. So I was like, oh, I got 1 out of 3 that I need. So yeah, I'll see if I can trade the hand card for Jeong, Ricky, or Matthew, and then I'll see about getting the other 2 cards that I need for that version. And then Extraordinary Heroes also had a release, and I was so lucky. I actually got to see these guys at a music show. So I went to 2 music shows while I was there. Tuesdays they have SBS The Show, and then Sundays there's Inkigayo, and these guys were at Inkigayo on the Sunday before I left. Sunday the 30th, I think, or 31st. Anyway, end of March. These guys were on Inkigayo, and I was like, ah! So they are so gorgeous, so amazing. They did pre-record their song for that music show, which was fine. I mean, I sort of figured they would, because they play instruments, and it takes a lot to set up correctly. So while the pre-recorded music, what am I trying to say? So while the pre-recorded video was showing on, you know, live, they were still on stage and singing along with the crowd, and I knew half the chant, which was absolutely in itself kind of amazing. I was able to at least participate a little bit. Just get rid of that plastic. But yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I mean, if you ever get the chance, definitely, because not only did I get to see yet another band that I absolutely love, slash group, I saw so many groups in, you know, on the same Inkigayo. 10 had just had his solo release, so got to see him perform 2 songs. One of them he performed live, and then the second song had been pre-recorded because it was at the end of the show, so they didn't have enough time for him to perform it and get everyone on stage in place. So that was great. I saw 1OR8. It's a brand new group that I've been watching on Instagram, and they had a song a little while ago, like pre-debut release, called Kawasaki. It was with some American rapper, I think. I'm not sure. But it was really good. And then they did, I want to say DMST, Don't Stop the Music. So don't DSTM, Don't Stop the Music. And I actually, it's like, I know this song. I do know this song. It's a completely different version of it, but I know this song. And I had to look it up. It was like, it was a Rihanna song from like early 2000s. And it was like, I knew the song. It just had been a while. It's like been over 20. It's like, oh God, okay, that long. But yeah, but their version of it was fantastic. And so it's a new single that they've released. I don't know if there's a physical album with this release or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll definitely be keeping out on 1OR8. And then there was another couple of groups. It's like Fantasy Boys have just debuted. Really liked their song Undeniable. I saw it at both of the shows, and it was really, really good. But yes, I did get to see Extraordinary Heroes, and they look this good in person. It is just so amazing. So, but yes, I knew I had this card. This card was missing. There we go. I haven't put up my trades for Extraordinary Hero yet because I couldn't find my trading cards, and I left it here because I didn't want it damaged in the box that I was storing all the photo cards. So I put these both in here just so that they would be safe. So I got Ode and Juan. I always stuff up pronouncing Juan's name. So sorry if I've said that wrong. Juan and Ode, but yeah, pulled a lot of Ode. Who else? Gowan, pulled like 2 of Gowan's, and pulled I think 2 of Jungsu's PCs, which was great. Yay. The Nemo or platform version. There was 2 platforms, and they both came with 2 OT6 sets and then 1 random card. It's like, okay, so there's going to be 2 for Jungsu that I need to collect. It's like, no, both platforms have the same 1 set of cards. So it's like, well, isn't that brilliant? Why is JYP so nice to all the other groups and so stingy with Stray Kids PCs? But anyway, but yeah, this is fantastic album. Just cannot get enough. Beautiful Minds, yes, absolutely love. That's so gorgeous. But yeah, they are just, it was beautiful, fantastic. It was just amazing seeing them in live. I could not stop grinning from ear to ear, and they walked up through the stairs right near me at one point, and I was like, hello, hello, hello. So yes, they probably thought, oh my God, who's that crazy old lady with, fading pink hair? So, because my hair was very pink, and it sort of, had faded by the end of the trip. It was like pink near the roots, then it went blonde, and then purpley and blue on the ends. So it was a bit of a rainbow, cotton candy rainbow at the end of my trip. But yeah, yes, I'll take these ones out as well because they were the postcards and mini posters. So, and then there was this concept as well, and they just look stunning. Oh. And it's really good because they're a band, so they don't do dance routines like a K-pop group. They are a K-band group, so they play instruments, they don't dance. Like most are like the groups do. So while they were on stage, they were like, you know, banging to the music sort of thing and singing along. And it was just a really great experience. I couldn't believe it. It was just like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see them, because I don't even know if they've been to Australia before. I don't see it happening anytime soon because no one seems to come to Australia. But if anything, I have learnt that going to Korea is a lot cheaper and easier than even travelling interstate in Australia, because realistically, yeah. So they're the two postcards that you get with the two albums. And then these are the two mini posters I pulled. So there's the outside, which is matte, and then you've got other concept, which is in a shiny version. So yay! But yes, I'll just keep those, and because I don't have a place to store bigger inclusions for everyone else. And then yeah, both versions had the same sticker pack, and then the CDs were just, one's white with a black XH, and then the other one's black with a white XH. So yeah, that was Extraordinary Heroes' Beautiful Life, the album's called Beautiful Mind. The song title track is Beautiful Life. Either way, brilliant. Brilliant. And I'll have to add these to my trade pile, because I'm just after Jiangsu's. And then we start the 80s. Now, I have to admit, this trip had a lot more 80s than Stray Kids, because I have all of Stray Kids albums. There's none that I need to purchase. And I'm sort of, with the exception of, you know, 3 cards, realistically, completely up to date in all of their album cards. So, and with 80s, there was a couple of things, you know, the platform versions had just been released. These came out on the 21st, so while I was over there. And then the platform, the rest of All the Fever came out just before I left, sort of thing. So with the Fever, these figurines, I have Yeosang coming in a group order because I had a fixed claim for Yeosang. And I thought, well, I want to get another member's figurine. Just didn't matter who. Yeah, I pulled Yeosang. He's so adorable. It's like, oh, look at that. Isn't he adorable? And then it comes with a little graduation cap and his little sachet that says, keep my conviction, like it does in the original photo book. And then with the figurine, it didn't come with an OT8 set, which I was semi-disappointed with, because the other 11 did. Why didn't this 12th one? But anyway, it just came with a miniature photo book, which has, it's sort of, you know, a couple of photos from the first original photo book. So it's very cute. It's actually adorable. So there is that, which none of the others had, which I understand, it's great. And then it just had 2 of the album cards, and it came with the members' figurines, their cards. It's like, that's nice. I've already got all of Yeosang's, but that's okay. These are adorable and round corners instead of square corners like the originals as well. And then it had these little sticker sheets with their names on it, in Korean. So it's like, okay, oh, well, that's nice. I got another Yeosang. Okay, great. Maybe someone will trade with me. And so, so it's like, okay, I'll try again. Yeah, I got another Yeosang. It's like, he really doesn't want me to collect anyone else at all. So this one will be mine to display, because this tin got a little busted in cargo, whereas this tin is still perfectly 100% intact. So this is mine, and I will put him up on display and that. In my group order, someone else had said, oh, I sort of wish I had claimed Yeosang because I want Hongjoon's POB, but I'd really like Yeosang's doll as well. And she was in 2 goes. And it's like, well, hey, I've already got 2 Yeosang. I'll gladly trade, like swap them with you. And the group order manager said that, yeah, I'll just swap them over, no problems. So that you get your POBs that you have in for, but you'll get the other figurines. And it's like, thank you. So with this one here, I'm going to see about trading him for anyone else. Only because I absolutely love Yeosang, but I really don't want or need 2 of his figurines. So this one here will be seeing about putting it up for trade. I'll probably see if I can trade it in person, so in the Brisbane, Australia area, only because this one got damaged. It was in my luggage, and it was securely, like, tightly packed in, sort of thing. But obviously luggage is not indestructible. I just feel nervous about posting it, and it's quite bulky. It's not heavy, it's very light, but yeah, I feel safer doing it in person. And then Hongjoon's birthday merch came out a little while ago, and it's perfume, and you can't post perfume to Australia. You know, it's I don't know, explosive. It's alcohol based perfume sort of thing. So my group order manager that I use in Korea was very, very nice to me. She ordered it for me, like I was over there, and I said, is there anywhere you can buy it in person? Because I haven't seen it. I've been looking. She said, no, you can only buy it online. I said, great. Because I couldn't order it online to send it to my hotel. I didn't have a Korean mobile or anything like that. She said, look, I'll order it. This was like the Wednesday before the ATEEZ concert. She says, look, I'll order it and I'll give it to you on Saturday or Sunday when we're at the concerts, because we knew we were both going to the concerts. And it's like, oh, and I said, thank you. So she actually found me very easy at the concert on Sunday, and she says, here you go. And it's like, oh, thank you. And so it was lovely to meet my Korean Gom Brie. So, you know, she won't watch this, obviously, but it's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And it was lovely to meet her in person. It was like, you know, another person that you meet over the internet, and it's like, oh my god, hello, it's lovely to meet you in person. So yes, there is. So I finally got Faith, Hongjoon's birthday merch, which eased me, because this was the only one I wasn't sure how I was going to get, and I've just finished ordering Yuno's and Songhwa's birthday merch, so I have completed all of the 2024 birthday merch round. That's kind of scary, but you know, yes, so I'll have at least one full year of everyone's birthday merch complete. Yuno and Songhwa will take a little while, because, you know, they won't release for another couple of months, but they will eventually get here, and I will have OT8 for their birthday merch PCs, which again in with the rest of the PCs. Now, albums, original albums. I did find Fever 2, all 3. I think I have A. Yes, I think I have the A version already, but I was like, I could not remember which one. And these were 17,000 won. So Australia-wise, it was like under $18 each. I was like, that's okay. I'll whichever one I have a double of, I will use that as a collage for Fever. I got all 3 of the epilogue albums. Very happy about those, because I didn't have any of these that I know of. No, I don't think I have. I have seen them at my local K-pop store, but they only had, I think, the green and the diary and the A version, and they were like $50 each, and I was like, I'll maybe, you know, but they didn't have all 3 versions of it, so I was sort of, do I really want to? And then episode 1, Fever Part 1. Only able to find the Thanks and Inception. Was not able to find the diary version of this one, so still looking for that last one. But you know, these were about $40 each, I want to say, but I've never seen these in person or even online, other than when they've been opened and, you know, $90 on Mercari Japan or something like that. So yeah, so those were the Fever. I didn't need part 3. Actually, I think I've got 2 of part 3, and I couldn't remember which one I needed. And it's like, I'm not going to take a chance because I'll end up buying, you know, if I buy 1 copy, it'll be the 1 copy I've got, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not sure. And they're out of view at the moment, so I can't double check. But yeah, so I was looking for any Treasure albums, era albums, but no luck. I saw 1, and I have the Treasure Epilogue, both versions of the Treasure Epilogue. And I think it was that one that I saw, and it was also $95. And it's like, yeah, no. So it's like I was 99.9% sure that was the one I actually had already, and it was just no. So I was like, okay. So yes, I did not have any luck with the Treasure albums, so we will still keep a lookout for those ones. And lastly, we have the photo cards. Just a few. Break it down. So these ones, pretty much from the concert. So look, here's the ticket we got for the final at Seoul. So this one was for 23rd, so Sunday. Yeah, I was on floor 2, area 35, row 7, seat or column number 9. Great seats, even though I was on the 2nd floor. The first night I was in row 3. And they did the carts around the second, around the 2nd floor, at the bottom of the 2nd floor area, and it was so amazing. Like on Saturday night, they were like less than 2 meters away from me, all 8 members. It was unbelievable. It was like, oh my God, you're gorgeous, and oh my God, right there in front of me. It was unbelievable. It really, really was unbelievable. Could not believe it. So yes, I'll store these in with the concert PCs that I've got. So the first lot is PC holder. For that one there, it came with a group card and then an OT8 set, and I have somehow lost Hongjun. I was like, Hongjun, where'd you go? So I'll have to check everywhere and hopefully find him, and if I can't find him, then I will have to see about just purchasing him to complete that set. If I cannot find him, I don't know what I could have possibly have done with him in there. Then at the concert, From did a promotion. That goes with that one. So yes, that's that set. Move you over there, hon. Won't be a moment. So yeah, From, which is Stray Kids, ATEEZ's version of Bubble that Stray Kids have. So it's where artists can communicate directly with you. You know, you get, you know, it's a good Sister Mew, and they do lives on there, I think, as well. But yeah, I did OT8 for a month, and you were able to get a card for each. And these were great. It was like, oh yeah, you get you'll get 8 PCs, and I was like, oh great, you get a set. No, they were random. Yeah. Thankfully I got 6 out of 8 of the members, and I ended up with 2 extra Sans. Trading at the concert was absolutely the best time ever. It was sort of like, oh no, I think I needed Songwa and Wuno. Breathe. I think I needed Songwa, and it was either Uyang or and Yosung, I think. I'm not sure, but I was like within 5 minutes, I was able to trade both my extra Sans to complete my OT8 set, and I was so happy about that. It was hilarious. Later on, no one wanted to give up their Wu Young because everyone was looking for Wu Young and everyone was looking for Mingy later on. So it was like, okay, I happened to have the right extra member. San was very sought after, and I was after, so it couldn't have been a Wu Young that I was after. It was another couple of members, but it was like bang, bang. I was like, okay, great, I've got my OT8, thank you. And I was able to help some other people that I met on the day with their trades as well, which was an absolute blast. And then, of course, we have 18 zones. So I went to 2 days. You got 2 PCs each day. And obviously I have 6 cards here. Well, I was actually able to buy 2 cards, but I pretty much pulled Wu Yang and Songhua the first day. It's like, oh my God, they're adorable. I'm not trading them anyway. I'm not going to, I wanted to get OT8. So there was no way. It's like absolutely brilliant. The next day, I built Yosung and Wu Yang again. It's like, oh my God. Okay. Well, then I had 3 members and a spare Wu Yang. And trading was very fierce the second day because everyone from the first day had brought their same PCs along and they wanted their members only. So Wu Yang was very sought after, and I needed the other 5 members. But I was, it's like, who are you trading for? Whatever. It was, and it was getting, I think everyone was exhausted by Sunday, around 2 o'clock. So I think everyone was just exhausted from all the trading, and the security guards were like pushing everyone away. It's like, go away, don't trade here. Too close to the exits. And it's like 100 meters is too close. Okay, no worries. We'll move away. And so I randomly traded my other Wu Yang for this gorgeous Jongho. And it's like, yay. So I had 4. And then a Stay Teeny that I met in line, she had, she was, had her 4 cards, and she was had been trading, I think for the sake of trading at one point. We had a few, sojus and beers at lunch. And after that, it was sort of like, yeah, we'll just trade. And so she ended up with, cards that she didn't originally want. She wanted Yuno and Mingy. And she ended up with like 2 Mingy, a Hongjun, and a Songhua. So no Yuno at all. And so she was selling her Songhua, Yuno, and extra Mingy, and I already had Songhua, so I bought these 2 off her, because it was after the concerts, and so she was like, oh, that's all good, she then decided to sell them. So I have 6. I have since secured Yuno. I was randomly checked Poker Market yesterday, and he was only like $10 with fees. So I was like, bye. so I've got him at Poker Market. So now I am just missing San. So I am one step away from OT8 for Aitini for the concerts I went to, which I am so happy for, and I will definitely get San. I'll got a couple of people that I've since met in Korea, and I will touch base with them, see about seeing if I can't find him anywhere else. I'll touch base with them and see if they can help me with the Korean secondhand photo card market, because I cannot work out. I want to say Pangjan. Yeah, I'll get there eventually, I'm sure, but it's one of the most difficult markets I've had experience with. But yes, so that's my Aitini cards. So I figured I'll put one of these with Aitini zone cards, and I'll put the From set. I'll use the second with the From set, because I'll put these in my OT8 merch binder in under concerts. So, and then what else did I get? This one here was, I got Yeosang's little mini pouch, and it came with Yeosang's PC, so I got that one. And then what else? Oh, and then here are the birthday merch for Hongjun. So there is his PCs that went with the perfume. So I'll have a look and see which one I want to store as the OT8 set. Not sure. I might do 2 OT8 sets. Haven't decided. It's all up in the air. Yeah, we'll work it out. And then what else have I got here? That one. Oh, yeah. So, and then I was at a K-pop store, and they had 2 PCs like that in as lucky draws. I was like, oh yeah, okay, Fever, cool. These are the Fever platform releases, and these are Yes 24s. So it's like, well, I had K-Town for you, OT8, and for everyone else, I just had Yeosang. So I was like, yay, Mingi and Wooyoung, that's always happy. I love them. They're so gorgeous. So be able to add that to my little chaos section for the boys. And then things that did not come out of albums came from Poker Market, because you can pick up the same day. So I got a couple of, oh look, a couple more Yeosangs. So this one's from Fever 2. Sorry, I had a momentary blank there. Fever 2. And then this one's a Fever 3. Just beautiful. And then this one is a Golden Hour Part 1 from Carver. Didn't have this one marked off on my template. I'm hoping my template was correct, because, you know, just a gorgeous Yeosang. No other reason. So yes, let's see, what else? So that was merch and concert. For that one, I might just move those aside so they don't get disturbed. Sticking with 80s, these are all like from the albums that I was able to find. These are the ones that I didn't already have, and then these ones are all from the extra platforms that I bought. So the Round Edge album cards are from the platforms, and I think these are the ones that, you know, whole heap of the QR codes for the, and then a whole heap of album, another QR, all mixed up sort of thing. I think the album cards that I sleeved, I don't think I have them, but probably some of them I already do have, but I don't think I have this one. These ones are actually from the actual albums. So, and I think I got one of those from the original platform. So I'm going to make sure that if I've got the first press, like this one, yay, and this, look, this one, so yay. So I'll definitely add those to my collections instead of the platform versions if I can. And then these ones are platform / from the albums that I'm like 95. I know I've got this. I know I've got this one. Yeah, I've got most of these already, but I will definitely double check them. I mean, I've got all of Yeosang's, and these ones are from all the platforms. So, oh, and there's a Hershey QR code from Beam in there, but that's all good. Yeah, so these ones I'm 95% sure, like, there you go, I've already got that Mingy there. So I've now have 3 of these Mingy diary cards instead of anyone else. So I'll definitely double check these, but yeah, they're all just from the albums that I bought. So I pretty much bought 1 extra copy of all of the platforms, and then I bought those original albums that you saw a little bit earlier. What else? This is, it looks bigger than it is because they're all double sleeved, but here is Ricky's keycap little card there. And then this is the 89 set. Basically I'll store my top 3 on one page because they have it extra wide, so 6 slot. So I'm thinking maybe those and another card, because I don't think it goes very well with this set. And then I'll store the remaining 6 members on another page. So yes, do that when I get an OT9 set for ZB1. So that's those ones from the album. And then here are all my Beam, Hershey and Woozy cards. I did get, these are from the photo albums. You got 1 selfie and a unit. This one came in the black version and this one came in the blue version. Yeah, that's so there are those 4 cards that came out of the 2 photo books that I got. And I think there's 3 for each member in each album. So I'm definitely short a lot of those. And they all have the same unit. So it's like if you buy 5 of the blue albums, you'll end up with 5 of, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's got the same unit in each of the versions. These are the 2 kit cards that came in the kit. So just 1 member, 1 PC for each member. There's that one. And then the Weverse, they have Woozy and Hershey sets. So this is the concept QR card, and then it came with a selfie. So I ended up buying 5 Weverse because after I bought the first one, and I think I pulled this. Yeah, I did. I pulled this set. I was like, oh, okay, I just need Woozies now. And I think, oh, I'll buy that later because I don't want to get the same card. And then I double checked and no, there's 1 of 3 selfies. It's like, okay. So I bought that one. And then I bought, one day I went out and bought 4 copies from 3 different stores. And I got Woozy set. And then 3 of this one. Now, how I got 3 of this set, when I bought them from 3 different stores, and I mean, obviously, one store I bought 2 copies, it was probably a duplicate. But it's like, how did I get the same 1 card 3 times? It's like, So, yes, I've got 2 of those ones that I will trade for any of the 3 selfies that I am missing for either Woozy or Hershey for the Weverse sections. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to trade both of those, and I'll just be missing 1 because I would like to collect everything for both members, because there's not a lot. I'm missing 3 Weverse and then the photo album books, but I'm pretty sure there were a fair few fan signs or fan calls and lucky draws, so I'm hoping they won't be too hard to find, fingers crossed. So that was that album. And then we did have Yegis. I've got quite a large stack for Yegi because there were the platforms. It came with, let me have a look. Yeah, this one. So the platforms came with a set of 7 concept photos, the QR card, which is basically the QR and air on the other side. There's no picture or anything. It's just that. And then 1 of 2 selfies. So so I got 1 of each version, and I had great pulls because I only had 1. I have 1 more of each version coming to be early next week, or this week if I don't get this out on Sunday, this video out on Sunday. But yeah, so it's like, oh, great. Hopefully fingers crossed, I pull the other version to that one and the other version to this one. But here is the other 7 concept photos and the other QR card. So it's like, well, there you go. You get 2 full sets of 7 cards plus 1 of 2 randoms selfies. So halfway there on the selfies for that one. And then you had the mystery and the oxygen and the special cards, that are special versions that I showed you before. Now, I think I've got these correct. I think this one was the oxygen version. But yeah, so there was those 3. There was like an ID, and then I think one of these is a pre-order, and then the other one is like 1 of 3 selfies. I think that's the pre-order, like first press card only, and I think this is the 1 of 3. And then there was that was the mystery. I think that was the mystery version. And then this one was the oxygen version. So there was 1 of 2 pre-order, like first press polars. So I got that one. And then there was 2 out of 5 random cards. Love this one. Isn't it gorgeous? It's like, oh. But yeah, so, and I've got 2 more of each of these copies coming. So I'm hoping I can finish it, but if not, there's trading and purchasing. So yes, there's those ones. And then the special version, that's these cards. Let me see. The polars may be around the other way, but there was this version. So I got that polar and then those 3 cards. And I think, I don't know, I've already put the post up. I think it was that one. It's one of those 2, I think. But yeah, I got an extra 1 of those, and then 1 of these I got an extra of. So I'm missing the last card and the other polar. And then for the second one, I know I got 2 of this one here with the car. So I'm missing 1 other from that set and the other polar as well. So they were great pulls. I mean, I bought a copy of each from 2 different stores. So, and I just happened to have really good pulls, really. Because you got a polar and 2 cards. So, yeah, to be able to actually pull 4 out of 6 out of both versions, sort of thing, was, I thought, really, really good. So fingers crossed I'm able to trade for those ones. So that's that. Big stack for Yegis, and still so much more to come. Yeah, so much more to come. Extraordinary Heroes. Again, a lot of cards because of the platform versions. So from the photo book albums, you got, I think it was 2 PCs and a group card. And I managed, in both of the photo albums, I got 1 of the 2 group cards that included Jiangsu in both of them. So it's like, yay. So I'll see about getting the other one, possibly. If not, let that include Jiangsu. So we'll see. And I did pull 1 of his selfies from the photo book. So there's another 3 that I've missing. And then this is the Nemo random. So pulled that in 1 of those. So I was very happy about that. And then for the moment I've sleeved those for fillers in case if I need that. They're just the credits from the Nemo versions. But then you also got Concept OT6 and then a Selfie OT6. Same as the last album, Live and Fall. They did the same thing there. And so 2 versions, so 4 sets realistically. So I will be storing all of those as well. Looking forward to that one actually. So yeah, that's a big chunk of those cards. So that's it for the albums that I purchased. And as you can see, there are still a lot of photo cards on the table. So, well, these ones technically were albums purchased. So, The Boys, for Fantasy Part 1 and 2, they did these horrible things called DVDs where, yes, you were guaranteed the members on the front their photo card, but it was a random one out of 3 photo cards. And apparently I think they were a last minute release, and so there weren't as many out there. I had previously found, I think, 2 or 3 copies of both Fantasy Part 1 and 2 DVDs for Kevin, and it ended up with 2 of each, so from Part 1 and Part 2. And basically second day I was back in Seoul after my tour ended. I was down at one of the CD shops and saw that they did have some of the DVDs for Part 1 for Kevin. And I was like, do I? I did. And this is the one I'm missing. So it's like, yes. Hilariously enough, later that same day or the next day, I had a few moments and I was looking on Poker Market, and lo and behold, Part 2, the DVD PC I was missing on that one suddenly appeared. So I finished the DVDs. One of them is in my Poker Market box, waiting to be shipped. It may be a little while because these were from Poker Market, but they were instant and cheaper because, we'll get to that in a second. So it might take a little while for me to, continue using getting any more from Poker Market, because I did a bit of damage while I was in Seoul at Poker Market. But yes, I do have to admit that my bias luck really did come through while I was away at Seoul. I never in a million years would I have expected to pull that one. Only for the fact that it was less than $10 that I thought, yes, I will get it. It's the only reason why. Because I did buy one of his Part 1 cards and it cost me on Mercari Japan, it was like $15. And then I found another 2 sealed and they had the second card. Both of them were the same. They were duplicates, a duplicate sealed album. So yes, I was very, very excited to see that one. I had to double check and triple check my templates. Like, no, that's the one I'm missing. Yeah. So fingers crossed I didn't go blind and that is actually the one I'm missing. I hope so. And then this was actually FanCon merch that was in, I want to say With Me store. But they had the members' names on them. It was like a special ticket. So it came with a larger ticket and this PC. And I was like, oh, wow, that's so cute. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to buy Kevin because it was in Korean. It's like, I think that's Kevin. And I had to double check on, Papago to make sure I had that what I recognized as Kevin was actually Kevin. So it's like, yes. So got that as well. So yay. And then these ones. Yes, these are basically actors. These are 3 actors, and then this is an actor slash member from WEI, and they were in a BL, and there was a fan meeting for said BL called Secret Relationships, and we ended up, and my friend and I ended up going to a fan meeting for Secret Relationships, and they are so gorgeous and so talented and so tall in real life. It's not funny. Yeah, and every audience participation got this set of 6 PCs. So yeah, one of each of the main characters, and then 2 units. So these 2 are the couple that end up together. And the way I actually hadn't seen the show before we went, which is kind of funny, but that's all good. I've started watching, and it's really, really good. But a friend gave me the rundown. It's like, so you've got, the love interest, who is her bias in WEI, and then you've got green flag, psycho, and red flag. That's how she described it, and because she was explaining the storyline. So, oh, okay, yep, no worries, I get it, all good. And I saw some compilations on YouTube without subtitles, though, because none of it had subtitles on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And so when we're going, it's like, okay, now, have I got it right? That's psycho, that's the red flag guy, and that's the green guy flag? And she goes, yes. It's like, excellent. But basically, it's like, yeah, he's always looking out for him. He is obsessed with him, and he likes him, but, there's a lot of red flags with him. Hence, yeah, psycho, red flag, and green flag guy. I'm still learning all of their names. It's like, and I've honestly had only seen WEI photo cards being stored on Storing Photo Cards, so I can't even remember his name. Isn't that terrible? But yeah, he really is a cutie. So I don't know where I'm going to store those, but they will go away, and they'll be stored away somewhere safely. And I've promised my friend I'll look into WEI Music, because he's just adorable, absolutely adorable. And that's sad. You spent, it's like, yes. So I spent good money going to a fan meeting in a language that I had no idea what was going on. You get it from the gist of, of what's happening on the stage, sort of thing. You know what's happening, and Q&As and whatnot. But I do not understand the language enough without subtitles, and there were no subtitles. I still had an amazing time. Same with the ATEEZ concerts. They were like 2 of the best nights of my life. They're right up there. Stray Kids concerts were absolutely amazing. ATEEZ concerts in Seoul was probably even just that little bit better. It was probably only that little bit better because it was in another country. It was so unexpected. I was so lucky to be able to actually be there at that time, sort of thing. I had no idea what was going on because they did not say 2 words in English. They were in Seoul, they were in their home country, so they were speaking their home language, sort of thing. You know the music, you sing along with the music. I probably sing along to the music that's even in Korean really badly, sort of thing, because what I hear and what my mouth comes out with are 2 different things. Your mouth doesn't always do what your brain wants it to do when it comes to different languages. So, but yeah, that was fantastic nights. And yeah, same with the band meeting. It was like, I had no idea what was going on, but I still had a great, great time. Same at the music shows. I had no idea what they were saying. The MCs were going on, and it was like, oh yeah, still had a great time. You knew what they were going on about. Hello, they were with band members or group members, and so they were, talking about those groups and their releases, sort of thing. So you don't have to understand the language in order to have an amazing time. So yes, if ever you do have the chance, definitely go to a music show if it's at all possible, because it's just the best time, and you get to see so many different groups, and listen to all of this different music. So I think it really was amazing. Yeah. Don't know if I recommend the walking tour before the music show. That was kind of, I don't want to say lame, but yeah, it was pretty. It was because it was just, you just walked around for an hour and a half, and you didn't even have time to stop off anywhere, you know. It's like, so I did it the first day because they sort of make it seem like it's mandatory, but it's like, no, my name's ticked off. I'll meet you at the studios at, you know, whatever time that you need to be there. And it's like an hour and a half away, so you just take your time, sort of thing. And as long as you're there, you still get to go in. Because the Sunday that we went to Inkigayo, I was like, I'm not doing that walking tour again. It's, by this stage I was on day 20 of, you know, pounding the pavements. I work in an office, and every second week I work from home, so I was averaging maybe 1,000 steps a day. It's really bad, I know, yes, but I was going from that to doing on average 15 to 18,000 steps a day, and that was like 15,000 steps was on a quiet day, and I'd been doing that for 3 weeks. So it's like, I just don't want to do the wandering around again. Thank you. We'll just go. And we went shopping. I still did plenty of steps, don't worry, but we did. A friend and I, we basically did some shopping for some, you know, Olive Young and souvenirs and that, and then had a great lunch, and then we still met at the studios an hour early, sort of thing. So I hung around there until we went in, and you know, it was great. So yeah, that was definitely an option that is well worth it for music shows while you're in Korea, in Seoul. And you know, you just book them through tour companies, so they were really, really easy. The rest of this is Poker Market, or Poker Spot as the physical shops are called. So these ones here are Maxident, JYP's Maxident, the last two, as long as the two that are coming in from Mercari are real. There's those ones. There's one at Poker Market, and then I think I've got 2 coming in from Mercari that'll be here early next week. So we may have actually finished those as soon as the Poker Market order is able to be shipped. These ones are from SM Town Live. This is the set that came with the whole 63 members from all of SM Entertainment, sort of thing. I realistically only wanted these 3, and they were, you know, 3,500 yen. Sorry, so about $3.50 each. The way Poker Spot works was, it worked out to be about the same, if not slightly cheaper, than going through the app with the fees. So these cards would be a US dollar plus $1 US fee, so it's about $2 US. If you convert that actually from US dollars to won, it's about 3,500 won. So, you know, it's about the same. The difference is the final process. So A, you do not have fees to put money into Poker Market because you're not. You don't have the processing fee to put an order together to be shipped, and you don't have the shipping fee. So while doing it in person, you only pay for the amount on the cards. So if I had bought, you know, these 3 cards through the app, yes, it would have cost me approximately 3,500 won each, same as what it did there. But at the end of it, you've also got the $20 processing fee to ship your 40 cards. So that works out to be, 50 cents US dollars, 50 US cents a card, plus whatever your shipping fee is. So that's the money you save when going to Poker Spot Direct. And I pretty much compared most of the cards, and every time it came out, like, because I was converting Korean won to US dollar to see what it was. And so, for example, it didn't. But say, for example, this one cost me 9,000 won in the Poker Spot. Convert that to US dollars, and I cannot remember for that. I think it was, there was one that was like 9,001. It's like, okay, yeah, so it's 650. I went into the app because I had my phone with me, and it's like, well, this card is actually, with fees, it'd be like $7.05 or something like that. So it worked out to be either the same or slightly cheaper, but then you didn't have the processing fee. So it's like, okay, great, no worries. So yeah, we did, I think, 3 boxes, but only one of those was full. So yeah, I got these 3 Rise cards from SM Town. These are just the full set ones. And then I got some Huey cards. So I got some Who Is Me Complex. So I just got some benefits, and I only got 6. I meant to get 8 because I wanted to do an extra 2 pages because they were just so cute. But I think I ran out of room in the first box that I was doing, and so I wasn't 100% sure on the last one. And then there was his digital single that he did, Nameless. There you go. I think that's the English translation of the song. I had 4 previously in these concepts, and so I just got an extra 4 because they were so cute. So I'll be able to have 2 of each concept. So I was like, there we go. So also got some more Huey cards. Yay. Because, always love Huey cards. He's adorable. And then Beckham's Hello World. Knew I did that. I was hoping to, I already had like 1 copy of each, and so I had 4 PCs, and I just wanted some more because they were just adorable. And so I tried to get it so that I had 2 of each concept, but I don't think I did it. I've got these ones, and those ones, but I don't think these 2 go with the ones I've already got, sort of thing. So, but that's all right. I've got another 8 PCs, so it's in a A5, so this will be 2 more pages, and I can definitely always do with some more Beckham PCs. I do eventually want to get his other solo albums as well, because I really enjoyed his music. And then I did do that crazy thing again where SF9, because I bought all of these SF9 PCs on Facebook one day. I ended up with about 21 of them, and it turns out that only about 2 or 3 of them were album PCs. So I basically went through and got all of the album PCs that I could, right up from the second era. The first era, I want to say Feeling Sensation, was not in stock. So, but I got, so the first 4 eras I'll try for just 1 PC, because the first 3 eras only had 1 PC, then the 4th had 2. It's a thing. So, so I got a whole heap. And then he also did a solo that had, it was called Traveling Fish, and these are the 3 cards that were in that album. So I just got a 4th one to match it, and that's an Everline benefit. for it. So I was like, well, there you go. It was just a single. So, but yeah, that is everything. Well, not everything, but you know, a lot of other souvenirs. And so like other than this, I did basically buy, you know, souvenirs and Pringles that are in rose tobacco flavour. Really nice. Spicy, but really nice. Bought a couple of those back. So there we go. We have lots and lots of PCs to put away next time. I'll probably do a photo storing just for these ones before, and then I'll see, because I've got all my Air pre-orders coming in, and those couple of Beam photo books, Mercari order from Bai coming in as well. So I've got stuff lined up, because the month I was away was a lot came in, and I sort of bought a lot. So yes, but until next time, you have a great day, night, week, and I will catch you next time. Bye.